Hey, it's Dave from cheapwinefinder.com again, coming another time with a review we did on the cheapwinefinder.com website today, and it's for a lockdown wine. Running to the store, this time ALDI, and picking up a store brand wine, $8.99, I think it is. You know, just something you're picking up, trying to see what they have left over because you need more things, and grab some wine while you can because you're locked in. You don't have to get up in the morning for the most part, and you don't have to go to bed at night. So let's get some wine going on. And this is the Bear Brothers, BROS. They don't even spell it out. Cabernet Sauvignon 2017 from California. And it's an ALDI brand, which means you don't know who, what, when, and where, but I think I do. There's a winery out of Monterey who's been making a bunch of their wines. These Bear Brothers names are just names that ALDI, like, I think that's how it usually is. They just they trademark these names, and the company makes it for them under their name, and you don't know who makes it, but that's kind of the whole thing. That's why it's a little less expensive. And there you go. And this is a $9 Cabernet Sauvignon. That's it. We don't know anything else about it. The company that made it, their town they're out of is in the Monterey area. That's about it. And that's okay at the price. You know, you're saving a few bucks. A store brand, it's $8.99, which this is. Will usually, and this isn't a law of any type of thing, but it will usually be equivalent to maybe $11 or $12 retail store brand, which is, you're getting into some decent wines at that point. And, sometimes it can be more expensive, depending on how the circumstance, how they obtain the wine, leftover, just a small amount, they're selling at their store. You never know, but, you got to figure it's $2 or $3 more expensive in a store. And that's what this is. I'm going to take a sip. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. And it's not a bad little lockdown Netflix binging wine. When it comes to Cabernet Sauvignon, you kind of expect oak, some serious oak flavor and some more detailed winemaking techniques. So I tend to like the Cabernet Sauvignon from California and maybe Washington State and wherever that are more towards the $20 area, 15, between 15 and 20. I pick them up on sale for a little bit less, that type of thing. That style of wine, because wine isn't about good or bad. A $20 wine isn't good and a $10 wine is bad. They're kind of made in two different styles. But I prefer, because you expect out of a Cabernet Sauvignon more oak, and if you make it in a more evolved style, it can handle more oak. So I tend to like that better than this, but this is fine. And for Tuesday night, it's, you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, and you're looking for just a wine to drink, and it more than does the job. It's kind of nice. It's a very happy, drinkable wine. It's got fruit flavors. It's got a little bit of vanilla. It's got a little bit of chocolate. It tastes great. A little bit tart, a little bit of soft and smooth. But it's very nice. It drinks well above its price tag. And what else can you ask? And you're sitting around watching Tiger King or something. What are you going to do? You're not drinking Moet Chandon. Well, I would, but you're not. I'm going to take another sip. It's one of those wines you just keep sipping. So what do we know about it? I'll go off, how do you figure out what you got? It's a 2017 vintage. That's over 2 years. I think this Bear Brothers wine's been out for a while. I'm not sure. I've seen it in Aldi's before. It hadn't picked it up, but you got to figure it's got like 2 years of aging. That's not too bad for drink it now wine. That's pretty respectable. Normally speaking, if a wine is like in an oak barrel, and I don't know if they used oak barrel, but there is oak flavoring in here, for a year, then you kind of have to age it in the bottle for another year for it all to come together. And so 2 years is respectable. And who knows what the aging is or anything, but it would suggest that there was some decent aging with this wine. So 2017, it's probably more of a $12 wine than $9 wine, because ALDI ALDI contracts, whoever made it for them, paid them up front. And the distributor, the distributors, there's some cost there, but all Aldi's is using is transportation and warehousing. All the other distribution services aren't there. And if you ever see a pie chart of where all the money for the wine goes, it's funny. The winery gets like the least amount. Everybody else gets something. So, you can cut a few bucks off wine, even in these inexpensive wines. And that's pretty good. So we got an inexpensive wine. Tastes great. I liked it. I mean, it's, you can't judge it like, it's doing well for inexpensive cab. I prefer a more detailed cab, but for the price, I like it. I'm going to take another sip. I mean, I think I'm on my third sip and I'm not even 6 minutes in. You really can't tell anybody you hate it after every 2 minutes you take a sip. So it's got flavor. It's got personality. It's nice to drink. It's pretty good. That's what you want to do. I decided on the wine reviews, I've been doing this. We're going to start our 12th year of cheapwinefinder.com coming up in, I think July. I used to always do a formula how I write my reviews. And, one of the parts of the tasting notes was the finish. Just lately, I'm going, why do I care about what the wine tastes like after I'm done tasting it? I mean, occasionally you get a wine that's got a killer finish, but most of the time it's like, oh yeah, it's there. And if it's really good, you take another sip and you don't even notice what the finish is. And when the bottle's done, you're not worrying about what lingers. You're upset that you didn't buy 2 bottles. So, that's me. So I have no clue what this finish is because every 2 minutes I take a sip and never got that far. And that's me from lockdown. They're talking about another month. So, what are you going to do about it? Except make the most of it. You're going to run out of things to watch or rewatch and everything else. So, your house will be very, very clean because at some point you can't put that off. And you do it, so I'm a guy, got to shave at least once a week. So, hey, it's a very weird situation, but, drinking wine that is fun and inexpensive makes it better. So I'll keep doing this and hopefully you're still listening and reading and hanging in there. And, wine does make things better. So adios, keep it cheap. Be safe. The news is giving horrible reports and, people are getting sick and maybe passing away. It's getting to be a little rough out there. So mind your P's and Q's. And when you run into a store, just grab the bottle. I'll try to help you out with that. And that's that. So adios until next time in a couple of days or so. We'll be talking. Bye-bye.